this film did have a very strong effect on me when I was young. I think I saw it at the age of 14 or so, and it's continued to have that effect over the years, and I actually try to include a clip of it in Mean Streets, but it just couldn't fit in. It wasn't enough time, or it didn't fit in with the certain scenes that we were editing. It did have a very big effect on Taxi Drivers, particularly the scenes where Vince Edwards is waiting for the call, where he's preparing, exercising in his hotel room. And the time it came out, we were learning lessons from many different kinds of films from all over the world. First of all, I wasn't a filmmaker at the time. I was seeing these films. I was taking it all in. And a lot of these films often dovetailed and overlapped. On the one hand, there were the Hollywood films like Douglas Sirk's films. Elia Kazan was still making films then. Nicholas Ray, John Ford's The Searchers, Howard Hawks, later pictures of Hitchcock. And on the other hand, there were independent films. Cassavetes' Shadows in '61, which changed everything. That was the most important. Documentaries, the cinema verite, direct cinema, like Primary and the other film Crisis. There was the work coming to America from all over the world. Ingmar Bergman in Sweden, Fellini and Antonioni and everybody else in Italy. Tony Richardson and Lindsay Anderson in England. The New Wave filmmakers in France, Kurosawa and Oshima in Japan. And then there were the B pictures, the drive-in movies, the low-budget genre pictures like Murder by Contract, or another interesting film called Face in the Rain. The economy of means in this movie is startling in a way, breathtaking, particularly in the barbershop murder in the beginning, or in the way the director, Irving Lerner, handles the passage of time. Yeah, I got to know Irving Lerner a little bit. He was a wonderful man. He worked as the editor on New York, New York, supervising editor. And he unfortunately passed away when we were finished with post-production. We were about to finish post-production. He was really fascinating, and he worked on quite a few interesting projects, including Spartacus and Men in War, Anthony Mann's film, and later ran NYU's Library of Social Sciences. He directed a number of interesting films, including an adaptation of Studs Lonigan and also City of Fear. But Murder by Contract, I think, really stands out as something really unique. The very strange, equally very spare electric guitar score by Perry Botkin Jr. is really hypnotic. We looked closely at this picture when we were preparing to do the score for The Departed with Howard Shore, and to see how the music worked in conjunction with the action. The whole idea of a guitar score, with references to The Third Man also, of course. It's as if, in the way the score works, it's as if the characters are twisted into an ever-tightening circle of destiny and fate. And the music reflects this, particularly in Murder by Contract.
I thought I told you never to come here again, Claude.
I know that, sir.
You got your pay, didn't you?
Same as always.
You get paid whether you work or not. Why'd you come?
Mr. Brink sent me.
For what?
But in Murder by Contract, in this picture, you saw the same kind of spareness you'd see in passages of movies by Antonioni or Godard or Bresson. In fact, my friends, when we went to see the film, 14, 15-year-old kids from my old neighborhood, they liked it because they thought it was really different and it stayed with them. They didn't care about how movies were made, or they didn't care about movies the way I did. They just knew they were seeing something very special and unique. It was on the bottom half of a double bill with a film that I kind of like, actually, called The Journey, Anatol Litvak, in color with Yul Brynner and Deborah Carr. That was a film that we didn't like at the time we saw it. I kind of enjoy it more now. But we were really surprised by the B picture, by Murder by Contract.